Kids, what's the dumbest thing you tried that actually worked? I was failing math badly. Like, I'm talking a 32% in the class with 2 weeks left before report card. My parents would literally ground me until college if they saw that. So I needed a plan. My teacher was this old guy who loved coffee. Like, he'd have 3 cups during class. And I noticed he'd always leave his grade book on his desk when he went to refill. So I had this insane idea. What if I just changed my grade? Not like hacking the computer or anything crazy. Just literally crossing out the bad test scores and writing better ones. I knew it was stupid, but I was desperate. I waited until he left for his coffee run, grabbed a pen that looked exactly like his, and just started changing 50s to 80s, 40s to 75s. My heart was pounding. I'm talking full body sweat, hands shaking, the works. I finished right as I heard his footsteps coming back and practically dove back to my seat. Here's the insane part though. Report cards came out and I had a B, a whole B-. My parents were thrilled, talking about how proud they were that I turned it around. I'm sitting there at dinner like I just won an Oscar for best fake achievement, while my mom's planning a celebratory dinner. But then like 2 days later, my teacher pulled me aside after class and I thought I was done for. He's gonna call my parents. I'm getting expelled. My life is over. I'm already mentally packing my bags for military school. Instead, he told me he noticed someone had been in his grade book and he knew it was me. I went pale, like Ghost at a funeral pale. He leaned back in his chair, took a sip of his coffee, and said, "I've been teaching for 34 years. You think I don't notice when a 50 turns into an 80 with different handwriting?" I just stood there frozen. He goes, "Here's the deal. If you actually start trying and get a real B by the end of the semester, I'll let it slide." What? I blinked at him like he just said math was optional. "But if you don't," he said, "I'm calling your parents, the principal, and probably the FBI." I nodded so hard I think I pulled a muscle. I guess he figured the fear of getting caught would motivate me more than punishment, and honestly, it worked. I actually studied, got a tutor, ended with a B+, and he never told anyone.